I'm Ofelia. I am a single parent of 3 children. This is my youngest. Her name is Zoe, and I support her and love her for who she is.
Hi, I'm Zoe Luna. I identify as a transgender girl. This is my mom, and I love her. I realized that something was different for me whenever my brother told me that their boys and girls had different private parts, and so I thought, well, then there's something wrong then, because I'm a girl. And back then I believed, I used to think that girls and boys had the same parts. I don't, that just made sense to me. And then I told my brother, and my brother was like, no, a girl has this and a boy has that. I was like, well, then I should have what a girl has because I'm a girl, obviously. And so that's when I started realizing, okay, I'm going to talk to mom about this, because
I've had a good bond with all my kids, but Zoe's always been very, I guess because I've been very open with her and accepting, because I knew what was going on before she could really fully explain. So I think we had that little connection where she could come to me and say in confidence, this is what's happening to me, and she knew that I wasn't gonna tell her no, it's wrong, or my answer to it was always, okay, we're gonna try to figure it out. That was always my answer to that. A lot of people believe that I egged this on, that I let her run with it, and that I'm making her believe, or that I wanted a daughter. But I don't understand that when people say that, because this has nothing to do with me. If anything, as a parent, you would want your kids to be okay so nobody would bother them. Why would I want to put her in that situation, right? There's so much discrimination towards trans children and trans adults. This is her. This is all her. This is who she is, who she's always been, and she has that opportunity not to be herself.
When I transitioned about 3 years ago, I was in 5th grade, and I transitioned in February, on the 8th, and I transitioned and I went to school in the bus, and I went in all pink because that was my favorite color back then. It still kind of is. I got a lot of compliments from all the students, even some girls that didn't like me. They were like, oh, you look good like that. And I was like, thank you. And but the faculty back then was really bad. It was just a teacher called me disgusting once. That was before I transitioned because I was wearing mascara. And yeah, the school that I was in for 5th grade was just horrible. But now I go to another school that I was gonna go to the school that led with my 5th grade school, but I was like, no, I should make some new friends. All the people that were there, they complimented me and stuff, but they're just being mean the most of the time.
So it hasn't always been easy.
No, there wasn't a lot of support in the beginning. There was a lot of bullying. Just to elaborate a little bit, the first years before her transition were very difficult, and they also were difficult when she did transition, because Zoe transitioned in the middle of the school year. So there were some kids that understood and thought, oh, okay, this makes sense. We see you now. And then there were others that didn't want to see it or didn't understand it. I think the hardest people to understand were the adults, which is incredible. You would think that children would be harder to understand because we're not, at that time you're not fully mature. They give you a lot of blah 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 story about kids, but actually kids are better. You talk to them and you explain, and they see it and they're like, oh, okay. It's better now. Sometimes it's not, but it's a lot better than before. So there's more support now.
Yeah, I'm dealing with friends, how to trust the right people, crushes and stuff like that.
Sorry, my eyes had to do that.
Yeah, she's my mom's she's very afraid that I have crushes right now because at my school a lot of the boys know that I'm trans. Well, I don't really have crushes on boys at my school. I have crushes on celebrities and stuff like that. But yeah, my mom's afraid of that because, you know, after she watched the Gwen Araujo story, she doesn't want me to date yet.
No.
She's afraid of it. Yeah. My brother and my sister got a date at this time. But
No.
I know Javier, he got a date Katie.
Okay, go on. Sorry. That cycle. That cycle, that in that presumption that everybody has of transgender people, that they're either drug addicts, homeless. That's not always going to be the case. If we as parents start to support and take care of our kids, that's going to stop that cycle of suicides, homelessness, drug addiction, prostitution. We need to make sure that they know that there's nothing that they cannot do.
My advice for a transgender student or kid is to just keep going, you know, be who you are. Don't be afraid of other people telling you, no, you're not going to make it, you know. Don't let other people ruin you or make you hide in your shell because, you know, you're better than that, you know. You have a lot of potential as a person.
Hola. Hola. Hola.